Hello everyone, I welcome you all for my channel Learn with Dr. Kalyan. In this lecture series, I'll be discussing about SAP S4 HANA MM Fury. In this particular video, I'll be talking about enterprise structure. Before we proceed to enterprise structure, so let me tell few words about our university. Basically, I work for Reva University. Our Reva University is NBA and NAC A plus accredited university and approved by AICT and UGC New Delhi. So these are the following contents I'll be discussing in this particular video: enterprise structure, client, company code, plant and storage location, purchasing organization, purchasing group. At the end of the session, even we'll discuss about few important interview questions as well. So what is enterprise structure? Basically, this enterprise structure is nothing but it's a framework or hierarchy in a SAP that defines how a company is structured for managing finances, logistics, and operations. To understand these definitions, so let us understand the simple hierarchy or framework in an educational institution. Afterwards, we can correlate that hierarchy to an organizational hierarchy or framework. So let me introduce one empty slide here. Say for example, we have an institution. Okay. So we have an institution. The head of this institution always will be called as principal. Under this institution or under the institution, let us assume that there are some departments like D1, D2, D3, D4. D3, D4. So for all these departments, there will be HODs, head of the departments, HOD1, HOD2, likewise 3 and 4. So these HODs, they will be directly reporting to principal. Under HODs, so there will be two categories of faculties working in the organization or department. One is teaching faculties and non-teaching faculties. Teaching faculties. Under teaching faculties, we may have professors, associate professors, assistant professors, under them students community. Under non-teaching faculties, we have foremen, lab instructors, and attenders. So this is the hierarchy of an educational institution. Similarly, a similar sort of hierarchy will be present for an organization. That hierarchy or a framework is called enterprise structure. I hope you understood what is enterprise structure. Now we'll go for client now. Usually, who is this client? Client is nothing but is the highest level of organization. It represents an independent business entity or company. In simple words, client is nothing but title of the company or name of the company. So now let me take one more empty slide. Let me take one more empty slide. Okay. So say for example, now I will try to project the enterprise structure. Enterprise structure. So client. Let us assume that we are trying to understand the enterprise structure of Tata Motors. Tata Motors. So therefore, Tata Motors in this case called as what? Client. Next, let us understand what is company code. Company code actually it represents one legal company for accounting purposes. The company code comes under whom? Client. So what is the job of this company code? It will represents one legal company for accounting purpose. So usually in this company code, usually in SAP, it will be represented by four characteristics. Out of those four characteristics, the first two will be like alphabets, and second two will be numeric. And all the financial transactions related to procurement means buying of raw materials, and the selling of finished goods into the market, are recorded at the company code level. Each company code is associated with one or more plants. What is plant? Plant is nothing but physical facility where actual manufacturing taking place. Under company code, there may be different plants. Now let me get back to my slide to explain this one. So now after client, right, we have company code. Company code. As I told you, this company code, right, it is the name of the company. Say for example, this Tata Motors, they have subdivisions, 4 subdivisions. The Tata Motors branch may be in India. The Tata Motors branch, it may be in Japan as well, and UK and US. Now in SAP, I have to give a specific code to identify Tata Motors present in India, a specific code present in Japan, and a code in UK, and a code for US company. So as I told you, always the codes will be represented in 4 different words. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first 2 always will be alphabets, and second 2 will be always numbers. Say for example, the Tata Motors company which is present in India, in SAP software, it will be represented as IN00. Next, the Tata Motors company which is present in Japan, it is represented by code JA01. Similarly, UK 01, US 01. So this is the way of representing company codes in SAP software. Okay, so far we understood what? Enterprise structure we have understood, client we have understood, and even we understood what is called company code. Okay. Now let us understand about plant. What is this plant? A plant is a location where materials are actually produced, where the finished products are actually produced. That place is called as what? Plant. And it is also the whatever materials we have produced, those things will be stored or distributed. This particular place is called as what? Plant. Basically, what is plant? Plant is a place where actual products are produced and they will be stored. At the same time, they will be distributed. This particular place is called as what? Plant. So it can be a manufacturing facility. As I told you, it can be a manufacturing facility where we can manufacture the components, and warehouse where we can store our finished goods, or raw materials also can be stored, or a distribution center. And usually these plants are assigned to a specific company code and are crucial for inventory management. What is this inventory management? Inventory management is nothing but it is the process of managing the raw material present inside the warehouse. And also stock movement. Stock movement means it is the process of moving the raw material from the warehouse to the production department. So this entire this entire process will be taking place in a place called as what? Plant. Now, to understand about this plant, let us go for our enterprise structure now. So, say for example, under the Tata Motors company which is present in India, so under this there are 4 different manufacturing facilities or plants. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now the company, under India, there are 4 different plants. Let us assume that first plant is in Mumbai. Second plant is in Delhi. Third plant is in Chennai. And the fourth plant is in Karnataka. The main job of the plant which is present in India, their main job is for manufacturing purpose. Let us assume that they are manufacturing. And in Delhi, they have a corporate office. And in Chennai, they have a distribution center. And in Karnataka, once again, there is a manufacturing plant. So now what is that you have to understand now? So let it be a manufacturing plant or a corporate department or a distribution center or any manufacturer. And all this entire things called as what? Plant. And again, these things are in SAP software, we have to represent them by using some code. And even these codes are represented by using what? 4 different letters. As I told you in company code, even in the plants are represented by 4 different letters. And the first 2 will be always alphabets. And second 2, they are numbers. Say for example, the manufacturing plant which is present in the Mumbai, it is represented by MB00. Delhi corporate office represented by DL01. And the Chennai distribution center CH02. And Karnataka manufacturing plant KA03. So this is the way of representing plants in what? In our SAP software. I hope you understood about plant. Now let us go for storage location. Actually, what is the storage location in simple words? Storage location is nothing but physical locations within a plant where materials are actually stored. Or in other words, it is a place where we are going to store the raw materials. That particular location is called as what? Storage location. And usually in SAP software, this storage location, they are always represented as lowest level of inventory management, or it is the base level of inventory management. Okay, so now we'll go for our previous slide now. Storage location. So as I told you, the Tata Motors company, they have a subdivision in India. Under India, there are 4 different companies. Say for example, in Mumbai, it's a manufacturing plant. In Mumbai manufacturing plant, there may be a storage location where we are going to store our raw materials. Now we'll go for what? Purchasing organization. What is this purchasing organization? Purchasing organization is nothing but it is the department in an organization or a company or unit responsible for procurement activities within a company code. Their main job is to buy the raw materials from the vendors. Purchasing organization. So this purchasing organization are of 2 different types. First one is regional type and second one is plant type. So regional type means what they will do, they will buy this entire raw materials at the client level. at the client level. They buy the raw materials exactly at the client level. Once after buying the raw material at client level, then they will distribute to the companies, different companies which are present. Or like plant level means, say for example, some raw materials are required for Mumbai plant. What they will do, they will buy directly at this plant level itself. And whatever raw material they will buy at the plant level, that raw material will be used only to the plant which is present in Mumbai. Say for example, they need some raw material for Delhi corporate office at plant level. What they will do, they will buy it exactly here, and whatever material they will buy here, that will not be distributed to Mumbai, or that will not be distributed to Chennai. These are called as what? Regional level, and second one is plant level. There are two different types of purchasing organization. Next, purchasing group. These purchasing groups, they will come under what? Purchasing organization. This purchasing organization, or purchasing group, this is a subgroup within purchasing organization, as I told you, that is responsible for specific procurement tasks. Say for example, so under purchasing organization, we have purchasing group, I'll call it like a AB and CD. There are two different types of groups present under what? A purchasing organization. Say for example, we wanted to buy some raw materials. Now for buying raw materials under purchasing organization, I will assign purchasing group AB. Their job is to buy only raw materials. Say for example, we wanted to buy what? Services, some services. We need to buy some services. So now under purchasing organization, I will assign a purchasing group called as CD. Their job is to what? To buy services. In an organization, the AB purchasing group, they will not buy any services. And the CD group, they will not buy any raw materials. AB will buy only materials and CD will buy only services. These are called as what? Purchasing group. So basically this entire thing is called as what? Enterprise structure. First we have a client. Under client we have company code. Under company code we have plant. Under plant we have storage location. Under storage location there may be like a purchasing organization. Under purchasing organization there may be two different types. One is regional level and the plant level. Under purchasing organization we may have what? Purchasing. This entire thing is called as what? Enterprise structure. I hope you understood what is this enterprise structure of an organization. So now let us understand, or just let us understand few interview questions what you can expect. So these are the following questions you can expect. What is enterprise structure in SAP? Already I explained you people. What is client in SAP? Why client considered as the highest organizational level in SAP? What is company code and what is its purpose? What is plant in SAP? As I told you, plant is nothing but what? It can be either manufacturing or manufacturing process can be taking place, or a storage of material can be taking place, or any corporate office. And what is storage location and why is it used? Why is purchasing organization? What is purchasing organization in SAP? What is the role of purchasing group? What is the relation between company code and plant? What is the hierarchy of organizational units in SAP MM? So these are the basic interview questions we can expect from today's lecture. Thank you.